What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel and some more SPQR here as we pick up some more mercenaries. So we previously looked at the Numidian skirmishers as infantry, and now we're going to take a look at the Numidian Cavalry, which kind of gives you a lighter skirmisher type cavalry unit that can certainly still put some wounds out, but also just be there to just be generally annoying and harass enemy forces. So we're going to get this open for you guys. We'll take a look at everything inside, and we'll be right back. Alrighty, guys, welcome back, and we got everything opened up here for you. So super pointy spears for them here, or javelins as they're basically equipped with. But be careful when you're handling those. Those things are razor sharp. They will draw some blood. Cavalry bases, we get a couple extras here. Taking a look at the card. So we're starting off at 20 denarii base, horse, javelin, and small shield as equipment. So we get options here to basically purchase a couple extras. Up to two more javelins, 2 more denarii apiece. So really, you get up to 24 there if you really want the most value out of their limited ranged ability. You could purchase swords for another 2 denarii, but these guys really aren't the greatest at that, just with a melee +1. They do come with hit and run though, so they could pop in there, get some charges off, and hopefully take care of some lighter units. But really, this is not the kind of cavalry unit that's going to take out heavily armed opposing cavalry or heavily armed anything. So they will start dropping like flies, especially with that lack of armor. Now, one model in the unit could get a horn, which certainly I think is a worthwhile upgrade there, just to get that extra action once in the game. Now, hit and run for these guys, they do have the special version of hit and run that the other Numidians had. So basically, when they do that, they double their bravery score, which is already pretty solid at +2, pretty standard. But having a +4 on that essentially guarantees that they'll get to use it the way it's intended. And they do have another special rule here, which kind of puts them over the top compared to other similar units. So no equal on horseback. When fighting against an enemy with cavalry type in close combat, they may re-roll any of their own melee dice. So again, going after some other cavalry units, that is where they'll have some extra value there. So, but really, if you want to go the melee route, you're going to want to get that sword. So it's, again, just making these guys much more expensive. So it's going to be an expensive investment to really get the most out of these guys. And again, be very careful with how you're using them. That lack of armor is really going to be the thing that hurts them the most here. Yes, they have the 2 wounds like cavalry do, and again that small shield, but that's not enough it's not going to be enough to save them if really the opponent decides to focus on them and start making them go away. But an interesting option, again, super expensive, so you're going to feel every loss, but when employed correctly can be certainly very nasty and annoying. So especially if you get enough javelin hits, you should be dropping some enemies with those, and then if you need to, being able to pull off a hit and run move when needed, and maybe even take out some other opposing light cavalry types, that could be pretty solid there as well. Also, these guys do have a 7-inch move, so worth exploiting as well. So they're going to be a little bit faster than others. So overall, pretty cool there. Let's take a look at the models again. So we get the Warlord resin horses here. Again, no armor on the horse or anything like that, of course. And then we get our shields and javelins, and then the riders themselves. So basically 3 different guys here overall, and 2 sets of those. So a little bit of flash, a little bit of cleaning up to do. Get that focused in there for you guys. There we go. But pretty simple to get everything together here. Again, a little bit of cleanup, and paint-wise should be a snap as well. So, and taking a look at one of the horses here, like I said, a little bit of cleanup on all these models, but that's fairly standard stuff. But again, not much work to get these up and running. So now we've taken a look at both the Numidians. So again, worthwhile mercenaries for your various forces that have access to them. Just again, really expensive, as a lot of the mercenaries tend to be. But again, if employed correctly, certainly can make their mark on the tabletop and on the battlefield. That being said, at some point, if SPQR does get some more love down the road, it would be nice to maybe see like a full-on Numidian faction, given that Warlord already has 2 units for it. They really don't need much more. Maybe access to like elephants or something, potentially. So they do have, I think, a full list in like Hail Caesar and some other skirmish games that are out there. So again, we'll have to wait and see. And see if Warlord really decides to come back and give SPQR some more attention. But nonetheless, overall, a worthwhile pickup for various forces that have access to them. Hit us up in the comments, guys. Let us know how the Numidians have performed for you. If you have picked them up and used them in your games, like and subscribe, and we'll have more SPQR for you guys very soon.